Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Hello, Nathan. Hello, Matino's Burritos. And hi, Enderzilla. It's currently Saturday, February 24, 2024. And I'm going to stream some Hammer Level Editor today. Hi, Danskart. Welcome. It's good to see you again. This stream, I'm going to be honest, I don't have as much of a plan for. Last night I sketched out a new map that's going to be from a little bit later in this Scar Zero story that we've been working on. But I don't have a specific whiteboard plan for today. So I think I'm going to focus on detailing the maps that I already have, like the new one that I made yesterday. And I also think that I'm going to probably skip streaming next weekend, kind of regroup, come up with a new schedule, and then post that around. So this stream can be kind of a capstone to all the streams so far and the progress on Scar Zero. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the Entropy Zero Uprising soundtrack. That's what we're going to listen to today, because they did a great job on the soundtrack. Mostly CW, I think. And some of the tracks are Employee 8, right? But yeah, excellent soundtrack. We're going to listen to that because we've been listening to the Entropy Zero 1 and 2 soundtracks for every single stream. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Didn't sleep very well, but it's a good Saturday. Pretty relaxing weekend so far, so that's good. So in last night's stream, I made this new little map, which is going to be the introduction to the displacer pistol. That's kind of what I want to detail today. I realized something today that's kind of embarrassing, and that's that the decals I was using were actually mounted from a different add-on. They were from Self-Execution. I need to set up my add-on workspace so that the game info doesn't mount workshop add-ons. That's something that I should have done, but I did that wrong, and so I accidentally used the decals from that. But I'll replace those. Yeah, I forgot I was watching this and was wondering why there were voices in my music. You're listening to Entropy Zero Uprising Radio. What else was I gonna say? I felt like there was more stuff that I had to go over. Should probably rehearse these a little bit better. But how's everybody in chat doing today? I'm gonna start by working on the trim on this, I think. Did you make a whiteboard blueprint of this new map? That's a great question. Yes, I did. It is like this. I tried drawing it isometric this time, although that's obviously a really crude drawing. Graphic design is my passion, obviously. No, it's terrible. But this was the idea I had. It's both the introduction to the Aperture Core character we're going to have and also to the displacer pistol. It's going to be set up like a puzzle where... is it just me or is the music a little bit loud? Is the music loud on stream? I'm going to turn it down just a touch. I know sometimes it's louder for me than it is on the actual stream. Now it seems like it's barely picking up anything at all. Wait, so if I think I need to... Is that okay? Or is that too loud? Let me know how the audio sounds. Will this whiteboard drawing be an Easter egg? I wasn't thinking of it, but actually that's a good idea. I kind of like that. I hadn't even considered that before. So where does the player come in? So you're going to start from this door. I'm not sure exactly what this will connect to. I have an idea that this is somewhere very close to the area where Bad Cop and Wilson left Arbite 1's basement. Like at the end of Chapter 3. It's going to be somewhere around there, but I don't know where specifically. But you're going to come in through here. You need this Aperture Core to progress, and there will be some dialogue as well. He'll talk to you. But in order to get the Aperture Core, you can't get to the other side of this gate, right? So you're going to need displacer pistol. Is the core going to be voice acted? Probably. I mean, it'll have to be, right? I don't have a voice actor in mind because I don't have enough content, I think, for the add-on yet to start worrying about that. But ideally, yeah, it'll have to be voice acted. For starters, I'll probably do the voice myself, and it'll be super cringe. And then maybe if we get to the point where we're near releasing, then I can get an actual actor to help. So that's the basic idea of this map. It's pretty simple. I want to connect it to some more complicated test chambers. So you'll have to go through a little testing track with the displacer pistol in order to loop back around here and exit the area with, it's kind of unsatisfying. Okay. The timing on that. Incredible. Is the music really, really loud, or is that just my imagination? I mean, I know it's different for you guys. But yeah, for starters, I think I want to replace this grate with, at least I want to add a trim around the edge of it to make it look more aperture. Maybe a different texture would be good. The music is uprising past all the other audio. Thank you, Bliss. Let's see. What is this texture even? So if I just make a brush like this. Music is maybe a tad too loud. What if I just a touch, just a touch. This track is called Beck Leaves. I didn't know that. Beck Leaves. I didn't know he was a tree. Just want to get a kind of a sample of what this texture looks like. I think this is the texture that I want to trim that fence with. It's like this thing, right? Looks like that. Can you please fix the Z fighting on the door? Wait. What door? Wait. What? There's, oh, you know what? I have my chat in game configuration. I need to switch that to hammer. There we go. Sorry, that wiped out chat from the screen, but now it'll be in the right spot. I should also fix the category. This is not just chatting anymore. This is going to be software and game development. There we go. Z fighting on the door. Z fighting on the door? Z fighting on the door? I don't see any Z fighting. The one next to the fence. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, you're right. What? How did I not see that? Good catch. What happened here? What is that? Okay. That's just a little bit over. There we go. That's better. Good as new. I think I can just use this for the grate, probably. Probably not that wide. Probably like, maybe like this. I think I want it to take up one entire grid space on that. That texture doesn't look good for that. How would you feel about a person wielding the portal pistol to shoot themselves to dodge an object? In terms of gameplay mechanics, no. No. It's one of those things where it's like, how would you... Because it would just be like skipping time, right? Like they wouldn't perceive anything, so it would just be like a... It would just skip the game, progress the game ahead by a certain amount of time, and that sounds like a boring mechanic, to be honest. I don't think I ever want to put the player in a position where it's like, yeah, you just lost 5 seconds. It's interesting to think about, though. Like, what would that be like? Because it's almost like putting yourself in stasis, right? Yeah, so for the sake of gameplay, I would say you can't. You just can't. But in terms of like the lore, like, yeah, that is kind of interesting. Like, can you just skip ahead by a few seconds by shooting yourself with a displacer pistol? Or do you, or does it not work? Do you go somewhere when you get hit by the displacer pistol? Maybe. I don't think so, though. I think it just, you're kind of nowhere. because things come out in the exact same, like, frame of time that they... Or do they? I don't know. Yeah, that's a really good question. There should be, like, a line of dialogue for that, like, where you shoot the core and then he freaks out about it. Yeah, that's a really good question. Do they go to Zen? Is that how it works? In the G-Man Void. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. But maybe that just sends them to Zen. It's kind of like the Zen grenades. I guess I was thinking of the portal pistol as using more like the portal gun technology. That's why I wouldn't have thought of it as sending you to Zen, but maybe. I don't know. I think I need a different texture for this. That looks good, but the outside part looks icky. I'll probably fix the corners, but the texture is still bad. Different texture. Texture. So this is how death feels like. Yeah, exactly. Could send you to the very thin in-between space that the finished portal gun creates. Ooh. Now you're thinking with portals. What kind of texture do I want for this trim? Probably something plastic. I didn't even know that was a category, to be honest. What's this texture? Have I used this one? Not in a while. It's weird. Probably not that one. What's this one? Oh, that's the same one. Never mind. What about this one? No, that's just another blank wall texture. I'm not really getting anywhere with this, am I? This could be something. Yeah, okay. I don't know where that's supposed to be used, but I kind of... I'm getting that. Okay. Look, I'm using this texture in a very wrong kind of way, but... That looks aperture, at least. And what do I do? I guess like that? I don't know about that. That doesn't look quite right. Maybe I could just use like the plastic wall texture there. Yeah, that works. I can dig it. Okay. That's hideous. Graphic design is my passion. Now this is making me brainstorm about earlier portal pistol prototypes where they shot matter and it never came back, but it's not in Zen, it's somewhere. Yeah. Access that space and find a bunch of junk like an artificial Zen and aperture just shot the gun at junk and trash. That sounds cool. That sounds really awesome. It sounds like a good setting for a Portal game. We haven't really seen that kind of space explored yet. Does this look even remotely okay? I feel like this is gonna this is gonna look kind of garbage, but let's try it. Uh-oh. Why is there a gap there? It's weird because I swear that gap wasn't there before, right? Like before when it went all the way down to the ground. Okay, I have a different idea now. Okay, so we're gonna handle this a little bit differently. I don't remember this track at all from Uprising. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna rotate this. And then we're gonna make it line up. mods, spin them around and make them dizzy. I don't have any mods. That that didn't work so well. Wait. I think it's almost inevitable with how shadow maps and projected textures work. You see it in so many games using common cascading shadow map techniques where they don't quite handle seams and edges well. Yeah, but like not that bad. Like that. Oh, this track is from when you fight the APC? I don't remember that. Huh. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, that might work. No. Why are these so asymmetrical? I feel like so it's 3 dots, right? 3 dots in a pattern. Why is this one like that? Okay, that's more what I was thinking of. But where's the... Still doesn't look quite right. Oh, I see why. It's because that's one pattern and then it's cut off on the ends. I see. I didn't scale this right. This isn't a multi... Okay. Yeah, I didn't scale that right. I get it. I did... Oh, who's that? Employee 8 followed. Thanks, Employee 8. Thanks for following. Also, good to see you here. You like the bubble sounds? What bubble? Like, you mean like the follow sound, or like oh, in the track, in the soundtrack, right? Okay, this works. That's how we're gonna do this. That works. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is good. This will be better. We did it. We did it, chat. Why was that needlessly difficult? This isn't even a good texture for it. What am I doing? Okay. Man. This is confusing me because I swear it didn't look like that before, right? Am I going crazy? Did it look like this a minute ago? Whatever. I'll ignore it for now, but that's really weird. Yeah, but I didn't... So, what's confusing me is that I didn't change the FOV in FAR-Z. You know? It's like, what changed? I added brushes here. And I mean, I guess I changed the dimension of this brush. Thought. I don't remember this track from EZU either. Wow. I guess I haven't just listened to the entire EZU soundtrack ever. There's so many good tracks in there. Uh-oh. Employee 8, if you're trying... Oh, is that... Employee 8, are you trying to comment? Let me just quick see. I don't see any messages like that. But yeah, I know that was an issue before with Twitch, where certain accounts weren't able to comment. Seems like a security thing. Yeah, I will ignore this for now, but it's quite weird. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. That will do. That will do. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna change these decals out as well. If anyone is watching the stream and they're not able to chat, first of all, I think Nathan has already posted like the solution, but ping me on Discord and I will check that and try to get that resolved. Well, actually, I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I do think that you need 2FA to be able to comment on streams. But if it's something other than that, if it's a setting, I'll try to fix it. This is important. This is the way out. I'm sure there'll be more signposting we can do for that. Mostly, I think Scar Zero is going to be motivated to get this core because that's going to be basically part of his original mission. He's supposed to find intelligence or like research materials, and so he's going to, when he sees that there's cores here, he's going to want to bring that back to the Combine. So that will tie everything together really nicely. I want the one that says machinery starts and stops. Where's that one? Stairs also out of order. Watch for gigantic killer boulders. Can't find the material that I want. You think that the Goobines with the Zen grenades are the Miscreant Agents' original squad members? I don't think we really see any at Arbite 1, though. I want to toy with the concept of husks under Miscreant Agents' control. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, intense mapping music. Sorry, the mapping isn't very intense for... Here's the texture I wanted. The mapping isn't very intense for the soundtrack that we have. What else do I want to put in this space? I know I want a turret. That was on the whiteboard drawing. And this turret is going to be actually a hostile turret. Yeah, I could use like the glow zombine in this deployment. I did want to involve husks, but I don't think that fits in very well with the plot that I have right now. So that's where I'm not quite sure. I think this should be hacked. It should be carbide variant. Let's see what this does. Out of ammo. I think citizen modified as well. I'm not quite sure if it should be citizen modified or hacked. I want it to have a yellow laser, but I also want it to have no paint on it. I want it to be the camo, the dark camo skin. Actually, yeah, I would appreciate that, Descart. Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly how I want it to look, except I wanted the yellow laser. Not sure if I can do that. Also, it's not, like, noticing me. Yeah, I think it needs to be... Hold on. Needs to be citizen modified. Enderzilla says, my idea for husks existing in Arbite is timey-wimey stuff where soldiers got stuck in a spot and experienced time faster than the rest. They come back with expired faculties. That's actually really interesting. I think that's a great idea. Because one avenue that I kind of wanted to explore in this map is that the signal that Overwatch sent to Clone Cop when they told him that he had failed the mission. What if that would have basically made him a husk? And the reason it didn't is because he gets shot in the head at the exact moment that happens. Just kind of funny, but so that would mean that his other squad mates would be husks at that point. That's just an idea, though. Get down! I think that's funny that... Why doesn't he try to shoot me, though? Oh, there he goes. He's trying. These turrets are going to be really cool. Those are hostile turrets. Well, this one's gonna be out of ammo. I'll even put more than one here. Maybe this guy should be covering, actually, so that explains why the first one didn't get knocked over. Nathan says, my simple caveman understanding of husks was that at the post-credit scene with Bad Cop being interrogated, it's implied to have been going on for quite a while. The advisor is endlessly making 3650 replay the memories in a painful manner to try and scrub them for information. So it's way past Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and it's only natural to start seeing husks in the wider world, given the crumbling infrastructure of the Combine. I don't know how much I can say, really. I think husks are out there already, in my opinion. But I think that's also true, what you're saying, that husks would be more common now that the Combine has sort of lost their foothold on Earth. That they'll start to... Oh, the Combine will start to shut down eventually. Yeah, I think that's true. That's too bad about the core being an Android hell. I wish there was a sign for that, actually. Like, actually call this Android hell.
Hello. Searching. Target acquired. Are you still there? Target lost. Hi. No hard feelings. Preparing to dispense product.
Wait, is this... These... This one looks...
Goodbye.
Is this using... Wait, hold on. These have different textures.
Deploying
Is it random?
Searching. There you
That's weird. Is that just my imagination, or do they have different textures? Am I crazy? Crazy, I was crazy once. Okay. How do I get it to not randomize? Because that is bad. Does this accept a model override key value? Let me just, So I want camo turret 02 is the correct one. Model. It's model, right? I need more detailing in this room. I also need a more detailed ceiling, I think.
Activated.
Yeah, that
Are
looks
you
good.
still there? Searching. Preparing to discover.
So those will be some enemies in this campaign.
Critical error. Resting.
Okay. So what else should I put in here? I'd like to have this open up. Then I'd have to actually build the space underneath it. Let's see. Yeah, I should probably go for it. Yeah. Yeah. Me too, but so I haven't finished the layout of this area, but I also haven't really designed the puzzle. So this is kind of a connecting space where like I don't know exactly what's going to be next. So I think I want to detail this area because that's what we're reasonably confident in right now. And I don't know, I just think this kind of detailing will be good for stream. I like how they have back to tanks in Easy U. They did have those in Easy 1 as well. Maybe they put Upcop in a vat of Zen healing fluid. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, as far as detailing goes, I agree. I typically do the same thing. I wait until after the layout is in a more complete state. This is a little bit different, though, just because of the stream. That's kind of new to me, but I think sometimes it's good to get a feel for what the area should feel like before it's, like, strictly ready, you know? Some of the detailing should come along with the map. You know, it would be a funny thing to have. Not sure how feasible, but what if there was an actual portal on the wall to signal that the dead guy got in that way and died before destroying the core? Oh no, I don't think we can do that. But that is an interesting idea. But that would imply that there's a portal gun there as well. That would be a big deal. Let's see. So I want this actually to be out a little bit more. Yeah. Could have lost it, or it's one of the automatic portal guns. Yeah, or he could have thrown it in the incinerator is the other thing. But I don't really think that there were portal guns at Arbite 1. Maybe. It's possible, but I don't think so. Never say never. The Mantis Men took the gun. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is an incinerator right here, so there would be a good explanation for like where it went. I want to keep this very simple as far as geometry goes. I think that's good enough. I'm not gonna try to match the shape of the entrance very closely. So I think if it drops down into a more rectangular pit, I think that's fine. And I should set up a fail state if you incinerate the core. I mean, if you do that early. Spoilers. I think this should actually hold in a little bit. Why you spoil? Sorry, I'm still I'm still making it, you know. I don't really know the right answer yet, but I know where I'm thinking of going with it. I will headcanon Aperture military androids being used by the HECU and the Black Ops assassins using knee replacements. Black Mesa gets ravaged by its rival company's inventions. And the HECU does sort of have androids, because in the German localization of Half-Life, they had the android soldiers because of the censorship back then. So yeah, maybe. It's possible. I like to imagine that those robots are out there somewhere, just because I don't know, they're cool. They look so what's the word? It's like almost retro futuristic. Like they're not like sleek. They're not Aperture style, you know. They're very bulky. Looks like something from an old mech game or something like that. That's not even the right dimensions. Wait. I'm just gonna drop this down. There we go. There we go. Now I have a hole. Just a thought. Still a mystery how the dude got in there with no obvious doors except on that side of the fence or destroyed walls. If you had that planned. There is a door here that's locked. I suppose it locked behind him. I don't know if that's kind of contrived, but the idea that I would have would be that he was running through here. Maybe we can have like a, just like a, I don't know. It's a powered door. It closes on its own. There we go. But yeah, he went through this door. That's definitely the case. Employee, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but the Easy Use soundtrack is incredible. I don't think I've said that enough. Oh no, it's okay. I didn't really show off the door very much. So, and also the door is closed and locked, so I think it's still a valid question. Like, how did he get through the locked door, you know? So I think that's actually a very good question to ask. Sometimes I don't think enough about the like the more practical side. Like, how does this actually work, you know? It's easy to get caught up in just the flow of the gameplay and not give enough attention to the actual details. I feel like I just did something bad there. Did anything weird happen? No, this should be okay. I probably didn't need to make this entire floor like that, but that's fine. I forgot what texture they actually use in Portal for this, but I'm not gonna try to make it 1-to-1 necessarily. That one could work. It's very simple. Maybe I should how far down does this texture go? If I keep extending this, and I do... Okay, so that's... Wait, Okay. Okay. That was the right height. There we go. That makes it easy. It's too easy. Yeah. That looks fine. I know it looks weird to go straight from the tile to the metal, but you won't actually see that when you look through here, right? So I think that's probably fine. This should probably be a longer path, but it's fine. What texture do I use for the bottom, though? It should be like this, right? But is there one that's just solid? Like an emissive texture? It has to be one that's like... BTS. What did they put in the bottom of the... Use orange light? Is that it? Light orange. I think, yep, I think that matches perfectly. You were right. Nice one. Boy can't speak on Twitch due to just now creating his account, but he thanks you a lot for the compliment on the soundtrack. Oh no, I think I made a account age. Let me quick check that. I think there's a setting. This is where I don't know enough about Twitch. Settings, moderation. Okay, it shouldn't block you if you have a verified email. If your email is verified, it shouldn't matter if you just created your account, as long as the email is verified. But for now, I'm going to make a quick setting change. And then, employee 8, if you could try refreshing the page and typing again. Let's see if that works. Still learning. Lots of names listed in the community section of chat. I don't use Twitch a lot, but doesn't that mean that the people are currently watching? No, I think that means all the most recent chatters. I think it can be kind of misleading sometimes. Still thinking there are people silently typing and not realizing that their comments are not being posted. But it should show you if the comment isn't posted, right? Like, what does it look like from your perspective? I'm frustrated that we're having that issue again. I'm learning today that the HECU bots got a blue shift in PlayStation 2 model version as well. Really? Was the censorship still in effect at that point? I'm surprised to hear that. Is that texture emissive? It might be. Let me quick check what that looks like. Oh, I should also animation. Open. Yeah, I can just do.
There you are. Activate.
I think for some reason this model doesn't, like, the lighting is weird on it.
Activated.
Wait. What if I just set it on all prop dynamics? Really? Let me try. I'll give this a name. It will be called Incinerator. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there we go. Can't tell if this actually emits light or not. I don't think it does.
Preparing to dispense product. Are you still there?
What's this supposed to? So do they just set the playback rate to 0 when the animation finishes? Is that what they typically do? Like playback rate 0.
Lost.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Are you still there? Searching.
There's no idle open animation. So the sequences are idle, close, and open. Hold animation. If there is, I'm gonna freak out because I've never used that before. And has that always been there? All these years, and I have never used that once, and I needed it so many times. Oh, that makes me sad. Makes me sad. How am I only just finding out about that? It's ridiculous. I think the player should have to open this by hand. Wait a minute. Does this have a collision on it? Wait a minute. It probably doesn't. Uh-oh. No, it uh-oh. Body pack holding. I remember in Portal there's like a lot of tool brushes around it. So that's probably how they did it. I don't think I'm gonna do quite what they did in Portal. So I want to keep it kind of simple. It's a key value ported from the Aliens Farm SDK. Okay, I thought I was going crazy. So I changed my mind. I'm gonna go to Portal and see how they did it, and possibly just grab that. This is a decompiled BSP. I don't usually recommend using decompilers, but this is for the purpose of figuring out how things were done originally. I don't know why that model doesn't appear. They used block bullets on this. So here's the door that they used. It looks like the decompiler might have lost some information. Like, is this supposed to be a... Is that a funk brush or a funk door? Yeah, the decompiler seems to have lost a few things. Maybe it might also be... No, you know what? It could just be that the FGD doesn't match. It could be that this is an entity that... Oh, it should say that, though. I don't know. But yeah, at least I know, like, the shape that they used now. I might just steal that. I can turn the brushes off. Hi, Fizzies. How's it going? Going good? That's good. Second. Give me one moment. I'm just going to check something. Sorry. Got some pings. Oh, I see your message, employee 8 now. I'm sorry about that. That's really frustrating. Yeah, I had to check, see what was going on Discord. Vents make sense for an incinerator. Some detail to consider. Yeah, it's a really good point. I'll probably do a different style of vent for mine. I think that would be better. Something that fits the R/1 style more. I don't usually take geometry from decompiled maps. In this case, I consider it to be like part of the asset, you know, for the incinerator, the emergency intelligence incinerator. But decompilers, they don't always preserve all the information well enough. I think it's better to recreate. Oh, I missed a spot. Oh well. No, that's not. Oh well. Oh, who's that? Cool Blue Forever. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Map thief. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is like I don't feel right just like taking stuff from maps. I mean, this is the source material, so it's not like stealing, but it's still I think I don't know, kind of a gray area. Don't usually do that, but in this case, I think that would be. I don't know if it would be very productive for me to try to recreate this by hand. Interesting how it doesn't quite line up. I wonder if they used to use a different model or something. One of deconfirmed fraud modder asked to uninstall Hammer. I mean, like, you've seen these streams now. Like, I don't know if there's any question about me being a fraud. Um, is this right? This doesn't. Something feels off here. That is clipping a little bit. Something still feels off to me. Should be like that. Is that how it's supposed to be? Yeah. Okay. So this will be funk brush. Is this actually supposed to be a funk door? It looks like it is. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna first it's gonna set the animation to open, and it's also gonna open the fake brush doors. I don't think I need to bother with the ticking sound because I don't think like maybe okay, here's an idea. Here's an idea. So I could do like on in it does this, and then on out it closes it. And then I could just set the reset time for the button for however long I want it to stay open for. This will be close. Oops. Misclick. This will be set and close. And it will hold animation either way, so it should be okay. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. What have I done? What have I wrought? Oh, the origins are probably completely messed up. Why does it think that the origins are okay? Yeah, that's not right. That doesn't seem good. origin point right there. And the same over here. Is there a way to reset the origin? Like, if I just do like that, maybe? I don't know. No, that didn't work. Okay, I'm just going to move this. Hypnotic looping reverse sphincter. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off now. That made it weird. I think that's probably good. Gotta make sure the origins line up. Oops. Oh wait, actually it was better the first time. Okay. Oh, it keeps wanting to grab the brush instead of the helper. There we go. Okay. Good to go. Oh, I ran out of Easy Use soundtrack, didn't I? Wow. I'm just gonna start that over again because I really liked that. I've been hearing a lot about Helldivers 2 lately. I definitely want to check that out. It's been a big buzz and it looks like a lot of fun.
Preparing to dispense product.
Oops. I restarted the map too soon. The compile isn't finished yet. You know what I didn't even think about is that at this point in the game, you won't even be able to push that button, right? Because the button is behind the fence. I do think that later on I want to, like, it's not wasted time because I want you to be able to get over there. Helldivers 2 bug deployment is the average Nova Prospect soldier's point of view. Yeah, exactly. There's kind of a shared Starship Troopers influence there. You know, it just kind of struck me just now that Nova Prospect is like kind of a, like, it's like the opposite of Starship Troopers, right? Like that seems almost kind of deliberate, like because Starship Troopers is satire. It's like you're always supposed to empathize more with the bugs, and so Gordon actually has them on his side. That just like finally clicked for me. I don't know, but yeah, Starship Troopers, funny movie. Oops. Keep jumping the gun. Where's my compile at? I always leave all these windows behind because I want them to stay open after they're done. I have to go and close them later. Reverse Starship Troopers and Nova Prospect commanding the bugs against the Marines. Yeah. Blix says, I wanted to mention earlier when we were talking about Husks that Breadman actually alluded to Clone Cup removing his transponder to prevent the Combine from deactivating him on an LG post comment months ago. That's interesting. So that was recent, right? I think we always kind of knew that was the case since we added the transponder, but I don't think it would have been like connected to the Husks at all until recently. But Husks are an idea that Breadman had going way back, so it's always like there's kind of a connection there, right? It's just something that's sort of crystallizing more now that you actually made the Husks Blix. When will Map Base have Antlion petting feature? I don't know. I saw some people were disappointed that the Hunter petting feature in Easy 2 doesn't have an animation. You can't actually like head pat. You can't head pat the Hunter. Don't antlions have an animation where they kind of like shake their heads? You could totally do antlion petting. I think that would work.
Activated. Deploying.
Oh, That didn't.
Hibernate.
That did not. Okay. Not sure what happened there. Let me try.
Who's
So,
there?
I think the door opened in the wrong direction was the first problem.
There you are.
Like, it should.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's. Okay, wait, hold on. So there's so many things going wrong here. First of all, touch opens. No, why is that on by default? Can we just change that in the FGD already? why do we have that on by default? No one has ever wanted that to be on by default. The move direction is also wrong. It should be not 90. It should be 180. First map-based V7.3 change. Let's go. Hey, what if Bad Cop gets his own antline army to use at some point against the Combine? That would be interesting. You got to use the gland thingy so little that it would be new and fresh. I don't know. The Pheropods, I feel like I never think that much about them. Like, it was kind of an isolated moment in the game. They're like the least used weapon in Half-Life 2. So yeah, it's an interesting thought. Also, why didn't it animate? The pro gamer meta with the bug bait is to stun soldiers with them. Yeah. It's something where I kind of wanted a stun effect like that for the stasis grenade. That was something that I was thinking about, and I talked a little bit with Breadman and Blix about this, where the stasis grenades should, like, stun lock the enemies first, and then when it kills them, it should freeze them, like in Team Fortress 2. But I'm not sure if we're actually going to go that route. You know, I've been playing with them a lot lately since we did the special effects changes. And I feel like if I just fix the two kind of bugs with NPCs in the stasis grenades, it will work well enough for what we need it for, I think. I don't know. I'm not set on that yet. But yeah, that was a tangent. The point is just that stunning enemies is not used often enough. Why doesn't this work? Also, this cooldown should be like, I don't know, 10, 15, something like that. It should work. Is Easy 2 going to be updated with the new map-based version? Yes. I mean, eventually with updates. Any map-based version we would expect to get merged to Easy 2. Depending on different things. Probably... I don't want to speak... I think the next Easy 2 update is going to be map-based 7.2. I think. We have some outstanding PRs for Easy 2. If we merge those first, it's like... I don't think it needs to wait on 7.2, but I think that's the plan, because 7.2 is coming out pretty soon. Big brain moment. Wouldn't stasis grenades also stop bullets once they enter the field? Oh, no. Oh, no, not that again. That was something that I talked at length with the Easy 2 team about, because we really liked the idea of those stopping bullets. That was something that I wanted to work on, but I stepped back and I looked at it and I thought, there's going to be so many edge cases. Like, what about crossbow bullets? What about rockets? What about, what about different kinds of bullets? I feel like it will open kind of a can of worms. I'm not saying it's impossible. I think it would be a really interesting feature, but it does kind of scare me a little bit. It's something we talked about for that. How would it stop a gravity gun punted prop? That already works. That part is simpler, right? Because it just anything that enters the field, the physics stops, right? So that would already work. But bullets are a little bit more complicated because they're not actually like physical objects, unless it's in a mod where they're like there's ballistic simulations. Hello, Concordia Willows. Welcome. Thanks for joining. I missed yesterday's stream. All good. Yesterday's stream had kind of a low turnout. I haven't been publicizing these very well lately. I think what I want to do is probably step away from streaming for a week, get a new schedule together, and maybe put together like a Discord server or something where I can kind of collect updates. I also want to start using YouTube posts, because I found out that I can post those. And I thought they were only for monetized channels, but I think I was wrong. From a gameplay perspective, it sounds hellish, but in universe, it would probably be like a cool Matrix slow-mo effect. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would be so cool, but that would be like a game-changing mechanic. Like if we wrote the code to catch bullets, we would probably also use that for other things too. Like we would want to have like NPCs use that, or I don't know. It would be big. And that's something that we were having conversations about, but I'm not sure. I like to keep things simple, especially because I want to keep kind of keep it moving along. I don't want to get held up on a gameplay mechanic that won't necessarily tie in with the narrative a lot. That's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Thought alt fire for stasis grenade, proximity mine. That's kind of how the hopwire was originally, and we changed that with the Zen grenade. But that's an interesting thought because I think normally you want left click for throw and right click for lob because or roll. That's what the frag grenades do, right? But with the stasis grenades, I don't know if you ever want to do an underhand throw with them because it gets too close to you. It's like you're danger close. Especially since I shortened the fuse time. So I think you might be onto something, honestly. I think that could actually be really useful because you could plant a stasis grenade down and then trigger it from elsewhere, and then it would be like an area denial thing. I think that sounds kind of cool. No promises, but I think that sounds kind of cool.
There you are. Activated.
Okay, so I didn't fall through the incinerator. Yep, that's good. Now I can wait. Okay. Oh. Okay. Target ineffective.
Gotcha.
Why didn't that animate? So if I do incinerator, set animation, open. Oh, did he just? Oh. What's that? What? Okay. Why didn't it work before? Okay, so let me try.
Who's there?
So, there. Okay, now it seems to be working. But when I press the button, it doesn't work. What did I do wrong here? This is gonna be something really obvious, really silly.
Deploying. Goodbye. Searching. Hello.
What the?
Preparing to dispense product. There you are.
So I put on developer 4, so it says incinerator set animation open. Why did that not work? But then if I do it myself, is it constantly setting it to open? Oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. It should... So on in shouldn't fire continuously, right? I hope that doesn't fire. It kind of looks like it's firing continuously. Yeah, it is. Oh no. Maybe on pressed? On pressed. That's kind of counterintuitive because I think of like on pressed would be like in and out, and then in should be in and then out should be out. I don't know. But I bet that's it. Most mapping experience ever. Yeah, really.
Activated. There you are.
There we go. So I can just throw that in there. What I'm getting stuck on here is like, oh. I love that. What was I standing on that got me really stuck? Look like it would do that. The hole is the perfect size to catch a humanoid by the neck. Yeah, That's freaky. Remember, involved logic switches are buttons, as we learned. So you can't take for granted what pressing means. I don't know, because is it different on prop interactable versus funk button? I thought on funk button on in only fired once, but I could be completely wrong. I usually use unpressed, so on in fires every time it completes its in animation, which is probably looping. Okay, that makes sense. Unless is there hold animation? Oh, if I set hold animation on this, then it would work with on in, right? Because then it's not looping the animation. Are the doors opening in the right direction? That's what I was thinking, but they should be opening that way and that way. It seems like they should be, right? What is... Okay, so...
Who's there?
Seems like... Oh, okay, so it's only when it opens that that happens. So it must have to do with where the doors go. Yeah. Let me just... Okay, here, simple solution here. Just dev texture on the doors. That'll show us what's happening real quick. I want to use this incinerator as a puzzle element in the test chambers. That way you'll get familiar with it. And I think this room is going to be ultimately where the conflict ends. I am spoiling it, but I don't know the story completely myself yet, so sorry. But I think you're gonna probably throw the core in there. Chekhov's incinerator. Isn't one of the doors set to open upwards? No, it should be 180 and upwards. What? I didn't set that. Okay. Why did I do that? Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Beat the other gonome in the incinerator Jeff style. That was something that I was thinking about with this add-on, is whether or not there's multiple gonomes. And I think there's probably going to be just one, just because of... Wait. I'm going to cancel this compilation. I don't think we need that. These should probably be funk detail. Or maybe even... Because I definitely don't want them to try to cast shadows or anything like that. So shadows disabled? Disable shadows, yes. Shouldn't matter if it's block bullets, because that doesn't block light, but... So this... Maybe use the invisible texture. I don't know why Valve used block bullets and not invisible. Okay, actually, let's do this. So this is what you do when you're wondering which tool brush to use. So, tool brush. What is it? Tool texture? Tool texture. Yeah, tool texture. There's this chart. So block bullets is the one that they used. It does cut vis leaves, which I don't want. Solid NPCs, players, and physics and bullets. No marks with bullets. No draw is similar, but it can cast shadows and block LOS, which we don't want. Invisible is not solid to bullets. That's why we want it to be block bullets. That makes sense. Show had a really nice family until Scar Zero torched them. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, bait the other Gonome into the incinerator. Yeah. No, I think it's going to be all one Gonome, but that does open up a question of, like, how do I make a satisfying conclusion to the Gonome section if you know Bad Cop is going to be the one who pulls the trigger on that, you know? I think somehow you're going to need to have to bait the Gonome to where Bad Cop and Wilson are. I think that would give some kind of resolution at least. Then you watch the fight on the monitors or some version of it, some part of it. Employee 8 is still shadow banned on Twitch. That is ridiculous. It's so frustrating. I hope that can get resolved. I changed the settings on my channel, but I think something else is going on at this point. I forgot to unhide the no, I didn't. Okay.
Are you still there? There you are. Target lost.
Oops. What have I done? Okay. Yeah. It's doing that thing where it loops again. I thought hold animation on the button would fix it, but maybe not. Oh well. I'm just gonna make that unpressed again. That hold animation key value is so useful, though. I'm gonna be using that all the time now. Watching a snippet of the fight on the monitor would be very neat. Yeah, I really want to be able to watch Wilson and Bad Cop in third person first person from Scar Zero's perspective. I think it will be a lot of fun. It'll probably be very limited. I don't expect to have, like, really elaborate scenes. But just seeing, you know, like you said, like seeing the Bad Cop NPC with a revolver, it just sounds like fun. It's just good fun.
Hello. Searching. There you are.
There we go. What happens if I have him between the doors? Should be about 15 seconds. Oh! That happens, apparently.
Hello. Are you still there? There you are. I see you. Goodbye.
I've got an idea. Okay. So remember how I said you need to get in here later to use the incinerator? Just make that, you need him to get in to where he is. So obviously you can't solve that until you... I'm not convinced that was 90 degrees. Hold on. The core's secret combat capabilities. Speaking of the core's capabilities, can the cores not use squads? I was trying to get some responses earlier just to see, like, what would the core do if it had, like, the citizen class name context. And I was having a hard time finding, like, responses that it can use. Cores should be capable of squads. I think that might be just like an oversight or something. So, like, okay, we're doing this now. Let me grab that displacer pistol. I could have just went over there and grabbed him, but oh well. That was more fun. Add context. Let's see, class name, NPC citizen. So now he makes citizen sounds. And so the core, as a citizen, will respond to zombies. If I do zombie, we'll say zombies. Zombies. Okay. But they won't comment on me killing NPCs. And I think it's because they're not in my squad, right? So if I do, yeah. If I say set squad, what is it? Player squad? Is that the right squad name? It says set squad input received for NPC Billy, but that NPC can't use squads. It's not how those concepts work. What do you mean by that? They do need to be in the player squad, right? For that to work. Isn't it based on squad mates? Am I crazy? But if I, like, also, like, if I want him to say, like, remember to reload, that's one that I definitely want him to be able to say. Doesn't he need to be in the player squad? Talk player killed NPC doesn't have anything to do with the player squad. Oh, okay, sorry, that's my bad. What about reload? Reload and heal are the other ones I really want. So, like, if I make him Wilson, right? Say that he's Wilson. Just test that a second. Oh, that didn't work. Wait. Oh, sorry. I did picker. I meant to do, what is it called? Arbeit personality core? Yeah. There, now he thinks he's Wilson. If I take a bunch of damage, so like, let me just grenade myself here. Oh, that killed me. Never mind. Whoops. Oh. If I take some damage, right? Okay. Maybe a little bit more damage. Okay. Will he say, shut up. Sorry. Turrets are too loud. Okay, that was a little rude. Okay. Will he say, we'll find you a medkit eventually? Must be more reliable ways to damage myself than this. Okay, it's so silly. Why did I do it like that?
Preparing to dispense product.
What did Twitch censor? Run script code capabilities add? Why would capabilities add be censored? I'm actually really confused by that. The core needs to be idle and not alert. Is there a way to make custom responses? Yes. So that's absolutely what we're going to do with this core. What I'd like to do is actually have all the dialogue in these maps driven by responses. So based on the situation, the core will say different things to you, but I don't want to overly script it. You know, I don't want it to be prescribed. It's because part of the line looks like a link. That's annoying. Can I make you a VIP or something, and then you can post links? Do I need to be monetized to make you a VIP? I should know how these things work. I can make you a mod. No, don't make you a mod. I don't know how VIPs work. VIPs might only be for monetized channels. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should let you post links, but I'm afraid that bots are gonna come in and spam links if I set that. The core should probably have lines asking Skarsgård to help him get him out of the incinerator room. Oh, absolutely. That's going to be kind of the exposition here, where the core will tell you, you know, what his plan is to get back to the surface. I think what I basically want is for you to have to bring him back the way you came, so it'll be a little bit of backtracking with the displacer pistol. You got an issue with making Blixabon a mod? No, but like, I don't want it to look like, I don't know, he's a mod or something. Like, it's like, Are
you still there?
I don't know. You gotta volunteer. Like, I don't know what I'm saying right now. So where are we at with this incinerator? That looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So let me do a couple things. I'm gonna try to use a projected texture with it. So far we've used 2 projected textures in this map, but both of them can be turned off if you leave this area. Map base would have total global saturation over the What Up Derek streaming channel. I mean, is that bad? Doesn't sound that bad. I wish I could color pick exactly the color orange that I'm looking at right there. It's probably a little bit more red. Like that. There we go. That's fine. Probably want some fires. We probably want like particle fires. I don't have a good particle on hand. I'm gonna use the classic ENV fire. I know it looks kind of icky sometimes. Infinite duration. Start on. Turn off smoke. Okay. So I'm gonna make like a pattern of these fires. We can replace this with something fancier later on, especially when I involve more of these incinerators as like a puzzle element. There should be like a sound associated with it. It could be part of a soundscape, to be honest. I could use like a soundscape position with it. Do you have any plans to make sure the player doesn't soft lock themselves if they run out of displacer ammo? Yeah, I know there's gonna need to be some way to infinitely replenish the displacer pistol ammo. Oops, sorry. I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like yet, but I know that's a requirement, right? Because otherwise, if you run out, then I'm sorry, that was very loud. It's also loud. That was extremely loud. Jump scare sounds, yeah. Start volume. Okay. What happens if I do this? Did I change any brushes? I don't think I did. No, there isn't already infinite ammo because this is just only 3. I haven't made like an infinite spawning script. I'd rather have some kind of gameplay element, like something on the wall that you interact with that gives you an extra AR2 ball. I mean, I could always use the ammo crate, right? But we don't really have a good like aperture design for it right now. Like it's just the combine or the, I guess, military kind of looking one. But yeah, we could do, yeah, for now, why don't I just throw that in there, and then maybe I can make a new skin for it later on. I mean, this is probably what Aperture would use, right? Like, I think they literally had some of these crates in Aperture Desk Job, so that's not that much of a stretch. You can try and make one, if you want to, sure. Yeah, I didn't put that in yet. This fire has been burning for like 20 years. I didn't really think about that. That doesn't look that bad. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa. That looks like too perfect. Like that doesn't look quite right. I do like seeing it close though. Whoa. That's cool. Yeah, I should add a trigger to blow him up. Those crates were on Aperture Desktop. Yeah, so I guess that's canon, actually. Didn't really think about that, but... Might want to reduce the FOV and or change the texture to a softer variant. I don't know very many different textures to use. I don't know about the FOV though, because I do want it to blanket the whole, like, it should be casting light wider, that like as wide as it can, basically. I don't know. I think that's good. I do think the FOV is pretty high. What's the default if I change it? Oh, the default is 90. Yeah, 90 works. I mean, I could do 75, but like, fine. What about the texture? What's a good projected texture? Flashlight. What's it called? Effects flashlight 001. Desktop was confirmed that is not canon. I mean, but like it's an asset that they used in an Aperture location. Like, I'm not really concerned with if the game is canon. I just mean that like it fits the style of what would be there. Canon is, yeah, it's every discussion of canon just gives me such a headache. That's something I've really wanted to get up on a soapbox about for a while. Now I'm not feeling it, but I feel like I could do a whole video essay about just how bad of a subject canon is. Textures don't appear in the material browser. I was just thinking that, because it's kind of relying on the texture having an associated material. Try flashlight soft 001. We'll try that. Add turret Gibbs into the incinerator. Yeah, let's do it. Do we have turret Gibbs? I didn't even think about that. Wait a minute. I don't know if there are any. It's fine. I wonder if I should just put some of these around. I don't know if this is the right space for it, you know? It'd be like right here. This is probably not the right room for those. Well, maybe, because there's going to be some of these in the test chamber, so I'll just, for now. That's kind of cool. So we're gonna do trigger down here that will destroy the core. And I'll have to do like a game over state. It's some kind of gib from Aperture Tech. I think it's fine with it being the way it looks for now, because it's like, you know, it's just fire. Like, stuff would, I guess, fall through the fire, and you can't really see what's on the other side because it's bright. Interesting. I don't think this is going to work on the Aperture core, though. I think it probably needs, like, an input to break it. I'm interested if it can actually die from fire damage. What does the FGD say? Is there like a explode or like break? There's break. There's Isn't there a certain damage modifier you need? I'm drawing a blank on it now. It'd be fun if the fiery light had some classic noise to it, flickering subtly. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know about with a projected texture though, how to do that. Oh, pile is still going, I think. Or is it? Maybe not.
Deploying. Are you still there? Oh. Hello.
Does that just stay? It just stays like that. That's a mistake. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Oh, that's annoying. Gotta fix that.
Activated. Searching.
Oops.
Sleep mode activated.
Oh, these are supposed to be prop dynamic? I didn't realize that. Seems like it.
Who's there? Searching. Goodbye. Deploying. Are you still there?
Didn't expect that. Whoa. So he did recognize it as an ally. That was pretty cool, actually.
Target lost. Searching.
Get down.
Functioning. I don't hate you.
So wait a minute. If I okay. No clip. I just thought that would be funny. Sorry. Or like if I sorry, having too much fun now. This always happens with modding. Anyways, sorry.
Activate.
OST fit that scene. Yeah, it absolutely did. So one thing I gotta check real quick is,
Deploying.
does this have a reset? I might need to fire an output to do that. Stays
Are
on
you
that.
activated? Are you still
Be it.
there?
Do we usually fire outputs to reset it? I thought it reset by itself.
Preparing to dispense product.
Wow. At the scanner's key values, it shouldn't hang on the screen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like really confused. It's probably because I copied one that was set to do that, but what I don't understand is like why. Oh, okay. It's the cooldown. Okay. So, wait, but that should only apply if it finishes the scan. So if it's successful, right? It shouldn't apply if it like fails the scan. Right? Am I crazy? Like me. If I look at like the scanners in here. Let's see. So this is the scanner that I copied from, but if I look at like, I don't know, this scanner maybe, this scanner, it doesn't have a cooldown. What about like this one? Not that one. There's none there. This one. Check the outputs. Yeah, on scan reject self enable after 3 seconds. I thought that was automatic. That's weird. I mean, it's not a big deal or anything. It's just like I feel like that's a little bit of a Mandela effect. Because I do not remember putting those there. There we go.
Checking
I like how you can
things out.
scan things like turrets, you know.
Are
You can
you
try
still
it.
there? Hey, what malfunction? No hard
Yeah.
feelings.
I think I need like a game over screen for if you kill Billy, the host body. Right? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking now. How did we set that up in chapter 3 again? I know there's a bunch of different ways you can do it, but I just want to see it's like the way that it was done with Wilson. Wait, how did I end up here again? I'm sorry. Starting to space out a little bit. It's called Game Over, man. Interesting. Is that near where I am? No, that's over here. How does the whole host body thing work with Skarsgård? Does he have his faculties? No. No, he's a normal combine soldier. So you'll get to see a little bit more of like not how it works with Bad Cop, but how it would be for the typical soldier. He has his memories refreshed regularly, that sort of thing. But I think it'll be interesting to have a character like that because it doesn't make him a robot, right? Like he's not literally a machine. He's still human, I guess, somewhere in there. So I think that'll be interesting to see like how it manifests because he's someone who his memories are being wiped regularly, and he doesn't really have free will exactly. Interesting. So game over, man. Might have a little bit of bad cop in it. I don't think so because he's not an elite, but that is true. That is possible. What does it usually say for game over ally? Oh, we'll probably want to make our own message text for that in a translation key. For now, I will just stick with the default one.
Activated. Are you still there? There you unknown. Shutting down.
Overwatch request reserve activation.
Oh, that didn't do anything. Uh-oh. What? Game over, man. There we go.
Hello.
Scar Zero on his epic journey, only to be told Overwatch confirms to refresh and resolve positive memories included and loses all information and tosses the portal pistol away. That would be an interesting ending. I figure the interesting thing about Scar Zero is that he his head has been messed with, right? Like they removed his helmet. So I think his transponder isn't working anymore, so he can't actually have his memories removed anymore unless they repair it. So I think that would be an interesting hook for like maybe he starts to become more of an independent agent that way. One can always point to stuff like Half-Life Alyx, where we can still assume Combine are the same pseudo-humans, but they retain some personality. Yeah, I think Alex did it perfectly. Actually, I love the way the Combine are characterized in Alex. It's really good. Um, that's just about perfect. I need to get some more music that I can use. I'm still gonna keep cycling the Uprising soundtrack because I just really like it. Does Wilson use Undeath? What does he use? Let me check. He does use something like that. It is. No, it's on destroyed. Yeah. Why would it be on destroyed? That doesn't line up with how other NPCs destroyed, I guess. So it's not in the FGD. Um. Oh.
Activated.
Blank entities.
Sector overrun. Repeat, sector overrun.
What does he use if not on destroyed? Okay. But I thought you said that came from the turret, right? So would he still have that if it's inherited from the turret class somewhere in the hierarchy? Let's see.
Deploying. Firing.
Get down.
Unknown.
Okay, the Arbet Core gets it from Wilson. Inspired by Wilson, yeah, I understand. There we go.
Sector is not secure.
Sector is not secure.
Who's there?
Perfect. So this is going pretty good. We didn't do very much detailing though. Wondering what I should put in here. Maybe beams going across this way. So maybe event, yes. I want to do that actually. Add a hanging light from the ceiling. I like the fan, especially because you need a vent behind the incinerator. That's too shallow. that goes too far. So I think I should basically replace this light with a fan light. I think I'm going to start by looking at the fan that they used in here. Because that's basically the fan that we want. Oh, it's got volumetrics too. That could be nice. If I steal this fan, would that fit? You wouldn't steal a fan. You wouldn't steal a fan. It just barely fits there. I'm just gonna steal this entire fan. The fan heist. I'm sorry, guys. This is so lazy. It's just such a nice fan. You know, you gotta use resources that you have. It doesn't look like that's in the right spot. Can't believe I stole this entire fan. Ooh, that's off grid. Yikes. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna fix this first because it's bothering me. It should be here. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay. I want the fan to line up with the middle of this. Grand Theft fan, yeah. You guys were here for the fan heist of 2024. This also probably means that I'll be changing this material to metal, which will be interesting. Although, I just realized there's a problem with the color coding in this map. I wanted there to be like a white light in there, right? Like a bluish light, but this is obviously not that. So I think what's so there's a few problems here. So this light is going to be very limited where it can go. That's no good. I might have to axe this entire plan, actually. Because the light needs to be able to permeate the whole room. Yeah. So let me try something a minute. If I put the fan in. Yeah, we're just gonna try this. Okay. Let's see. So we've got the fan. I'm gonna put that in a group. I'm gonna vis group out the old light. So this will be old lights. I don't think this is gonna work. Now I just want to replace these walls. I'm not gonna worry about how the textures don't match yet. Okay. Then I'm just going to this texture. Do that. In my defense about the theft of the fan, I was told that the map didn't look enough like Arbite 1, you know, like enough like Easy 2. So it does make sense to try to use more geometry from Easy 2. There we go, that's better. So now we have that. So what I'm going to do is compile it and see what this looks like. I'm afraid that the light won't cast far enough. It's good to have your defenses in time before the hearing. Is that like a funk detail? If that's funk detail, I'm going to cry. Yeah, that whole thing is funk detail, which makes sense actually, because it's a lot of... Yeah, so... This just needs to cover the whole thing. This just needs, yeah, this just needs to extend forwards. Okay, so now it's sealed in there. Oh, somebody followed. Try something, Dev is now following. Thanks for the follow. Is the category of the stream still on just chatting? I mean, no, it's on. Sorry, OBS is behind. Yeah, thanks for following. It's good to see you here. We're working on some Half-Life 2 modding. We're making a workshop map for Entropy 02. So this is the source engine hammer editor. Thanks for joining in.
Hello.
Whoa.
Target lost.
Okay.
Searching. Target acquired.
Okay, so let's see if we can work with this a little bit. Yeah, where did the volumetrics go? Did I... Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't compile with them. I don't think the light is broken. I think it just has different settings than the other light. So, like, here... It's not as bright. We're gonna increase the brightness. I turn on the old light again. Oops, that's this one. Yeah, the culling plane needs to be farther. So we want the plane to extend all the way past the end there. Okay, there we go. FOV has 90 FOV. This is also 90. That's fine. I'm also gonna move this closer to right there. Okay.
1
Why does it stop here? That's interesting. Also, I keep forgetting to compile with the volumetrics on. So there's some light bleeding around the edge there. That's not good. And it doesn't extend past here either. I think the grid pattern is kind of broken on it. I like the idea with this, but I don't think this is going to work for this scene. Now, what's actually happening here? Because I feel like I've seen this kind of like light bleed before where it goes around the edges. Kind of at a loss for what do you call that? Yeah. Let's see. Can we salvage this? First of all, let me just try it with volumetrics because volumetrics are cool. The fake volume, it's not real volumetrics. This engine is so old. It's just a sprite texture. Split the wall brushes maybe? Like, but how? Like, oh, you mean, oh, I see, like right, they're already split. Yeah, they're already split. I think I'm gonna put it back the way it was. But there's that fake volumetrics up there though. It looks so good.
Preparing to dispense product. Target lost.
Maybe we'll use the fan somewhere else. So for now, I'm just gonna viz group this out. Call this the shamelessly stolen fan. I do want to use that elsewhere though. I'm gonna hold on to that. That is a very nice asset. Yeah. I want something more like this, I think. Do we have this texture? I don't think we have this texture. Yeah, I need to get that texture. But, because that's basically for this light texture. Meantime, I think I can probably just put in some static vents. Sorry guys, I know that's lame, but I don't want players to climb up there and try to like escape the map. Lots of ventilation stuff, I would imagine. So maybe I'm thinking like this vent. We use that a lot in Arbite 1. Portal 2 has some big vent props. Yeah, we don't have all the Portal 2 props. I could probably find some that will work good for it, but I think for now I'm fine with just using the props that we've got in Easy 2. But an event scene similar to the self-execution map, if you remember, where there is the blue sorry, I can't speak. The blue glow coming from behind you when you crawled through, something like that on the wall. Yeah, I think that's a good idea because, especially because the Gnome uses the vents to crawl around some areas. But I think here, this will probably be after the Gnome is already dealt with, so I don't really want to imply that it's like coming back, you know? For now, we'll go with a vent pattern on the wall like this. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but this will do the job, and it preserves the lighting. I am going to hold on to those fans, though. Now, in this scene alone, I have already used 2 out of 3 projected textures. Can't remember if the cap is at 4 or 5. Electricity Flame is now following. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Glad to have you here. If you're not aware, we're making a workshop map for the mod Entropy 02. It's a Half-Life 2 mod. So we're using the Half-Life 2 mod tools to make some extra levels, some portal-themed levels for Entropy 02. Are you going to put a fan on the roof instead? Not this roof, because this roof will already have the pattern of the incinerator. But some, like maybe in here, could do that. But then, I mean, we're already at 3 projected textures in one room. I might want to save those and spread them around a little bit more, because we can only have a few projected textures active at a time.
Who's there?
Yeah, this looks pretty good, I think.
I see you. Oh, well, I'm not.
Those vents imply enough probably about ventilation for getting rid of the smoke toxic fumes. Exactly. Exactly, that's the idea.
Team is down. Sector is not controlled.
Deep.
Sorry, I'm checking on a couple things. I think we're just about out of time for this stream. Let's see what's going on here. There's somebody posted something that I just have to share here. It is I can. There we go. Let's see. Wondering about a raid, because the channel that I usually raid at this time is not live at the moment. So I gotta figure out if I'm gonna raid somebody else or not. Maybe, I mean, we don't always need to raid. There's a big software and game development channel that I was thinking of raiding, but I don't know if raiding like big channels is a good idea or not. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat closely enough. I love how you have the Yui big eyes emoji. Yeah, no Yui stream today, unfortunately. Yeah, no raid for now. But that's okay. We'll probably wrap up here in a second. Yeah, so this was kind of a slower paced stream. I got a lot done on the Friday stream, and we kind of just messed around with the area on today's stream. But I'm kind of okay with that, you know. I think a lot of what makes this fun is the experimentation, just seeing what works. So it can be kind of disheartening to see like not a lot of progress being made, but it's also like, you know, we're exploring the space and kind of seeing what ideas we have. Awesome stream. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so. That means a lot to me to hear that, actually. Like I said before, I think next weekend I'm gonna skip streaming. I'm gonna try to come up with a plan for some new streams. Maybe I'll stream more games. Maybe I'll keep doing this. Maybe I'll do another programming stream. I know I want to keep doing mapping because I want to keep making progress on this map pack, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do other stuff too. Should I stream games? Should I not? I'll figure it out. I also think that I'll probably make a Discord server just to keep updates centralized in one place, and I'll also start using YouTube posts. So yeah, keep an eye out for the schedule next weekend. Other than that, once again, I think I say this too much, but thank you everyone who stopped by. I really appreciate you dropping in and working on this map with me. It's been a good stream, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. With that, I think that's gonna wrap up this stream. But See you next time.